Ladies and gents, back at it. This is Artie here, aka Artisan, coming at you from California in the United States of America. This video is going to be for week 6, Intro to Music Production, a wonderful class provided through the one and only Coursera.org. This video is going to be about synthesis, the basics. So, there's 5 main modules we need to talk about. Let's go down the list, shall we? We have an oscillator, a filter, an amplifier, an envelope, and an LFO. And using a diagram that the wonderful Loudon Stearns provided for me, I'm going to be going into a little bit of detail regarding these issues. So, sit back, relax, have a drink, maybe two, and let's get started. Alright, so here we go, guys. The first thing that we're going to start off with here is the oscillator. Now, the oscillator is what actually creates the sound using a variety of different sound waves. We have here a sine wave, a sawtooth, a square, a triangle, and noise. Think of the oscillator as your vocal cords. Within your throat, they vibrate to create the sound of which you talk with. So after the sound is created within the oscillator, it is then transferred over here to the filter. Now the filter is what actually shapes the spectrum of the sound using a variety of filters. And we've talked about this in previous lessons. We have the low pass filter, the high pass filter, the band pass filter, the notch, and the comb filter. And these are all applied to the different sound waves to shape the spectrum. And as you can see here, we select a frequency to cut off, and that is the cutoff frequency, which goes from 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz. We also have resonance, which allows us to boost the given cutoff frequency and to do interesting things with that. After the sound is done with the filter, goes through the filter, we go to the amplifier. Now the amplifier, it shapes the volume of the sound. And this amplifier is not just a set it and forget it amplifier. This amplifier is constantly moving. So these 3 modulations here, as you can see, are the primary modulations. This is the basics of the sound. Now within your amplifier, we have an envelope. And we've talked about the envelope before in previous lessons as well. And the LFO and envelope, they're considered secondary modulations. Now the envelope, this controls the sound, the volume. And as you can see here, when the note is pressed on, we have a certain time until the volume reaches 100% of its value. And this time is represented by a tach. So as we raise the time, the longer the slope is going to become. And the shorter the time, the more linear this is going to get. Now once this sound has reached 100% of its volume, we reach the decay time. Now the decay time is the time that it takes for the sound to go and rest at its sustained level. So in other words, if the decay time is long, we will have a long slope here till it reaches its level that it will sustain at. Or if we have a short decay time, it will be more linear, like the attack time. The sustained level is not a value of time. Level is the set volume the sound rests at after the decay time while the note is being held. When the note is let off, the release time controls the amount of time it takes for the sound's volume to reach 0%. Now the next thing we have to talk about is an LFO. An LFO is otherwise known as a low frequency oscillator, and it is cyclic in nature, meaning that it goes up and down repeatedly. The rate at which this happens can be adjusted as well as the depth, and it is also controlled by the different wave shapes as an oscillator is as well, except in addition we have a sawtooth up and sawtooth down as well as random. The LFO operates at a 0 Hz to 20 Hz, and it modulates a primary modulation. So in essence, we really don't hear the LFO, but we hear the effect that it does to the primary modulation. An example of an LFO would be something like vibrato or tremolo. So that was the basics of synthesis, the building blocks. There was no way to really cram that in 5 minutes, guys. And I decided to take my time and do it right. And hopefully I did a good job explaining it to all y'all. It's the end of the course, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Really enjoyed making these videos. And I think it's kind of propelled me to do it in the future more often as well. What I'll talk about, I don't know. Maybe life lessons. Maybe politics. Maybe a comedy channel. I don't know. But all I know is that this course did inspire me a lot. And it's really helped my music, my sound, and everything in general. And I thank Coursera for the opportunity, the Berklee School of Music, Loudon Stearns, and everyone, the whole community of people that we've been able to interact with and learn with. It's really been amazing and a fun journey, and it's come to an end sadly, but I know that we will carry on into the future and do amazing things. And this is just from me to you. Thank you for your time, and as always, if you liked the video, please like, please rate, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, keep it classy.